Hello, everyone. I'm Bo from Brutal Commentary, and today I'm going to be breaking down our next matchup for UFC Perth. In this one, we have Loma Lookboonmee versus Alexia Thainara. Lookboonmee is 10-3 as a pro, 4-1 in her last five fights, while Thainara is 12-1 as a professional, 5-0 in her last five fights, riding a pretty good win streak all in all. For Lookboonmee in her last five fights, her last loss, which is also her latest fight, was to Lupi Godinez, which, is in the top 10 now. Not a bad loss to have whatsoever. But since then is riding a four-fight win streak, beating Denise Gomes, submitting Elise Reed, and then winning two decisions against Bruna Brazil and Estela Nunes, respectively. While Thainara, this is going to be her second UFC fight. She made her debut in March, where she submitted and retired Molly McCann. Boy, she beat Holly Holmes. Who knew? Uh, so this is more or less striker versus grappler for sure. Lookboonmee has a good Muay Thai background and definitely fights like a pure Muay Thai style, where a lot of her strikes are mostly single shots, whether it's her leg kicks or her punching combination or just her punches. But she throws them with power, technique, and usually with the effect to damage. Now, she does throw some combinations in. Most of her Thai combinations are punches and with a leg kick. Sometimes she'll throw a boxing combination, but 9 out of 10 times it is one or two punches followed up by a leg kick. While Thainara, she has some striking to her, but she is mainly a beastly grappler. And you can watch, like, you're watching on a regional scene. She has some really good chokes, especially her back take and rear naked choke. And while you could say Molly McCann's not that good of a grappler, absolutely, still just how she ran her over in no time flat was still impressive. That being said, Lume has been doing pretty well in the grappling department. I mean, she most recently had a submission over Elise Reed. And, make that what you will. It still shows that she's at least improved enough to where she can be a submission threat. In fact, most of her other wins, like against Estelle Nunes, she mostly pivoted towards the grappling in order to win those fights. Biggest thing, though, of course, coming into a Lookboonmee fight is the size. This is a strawweight, but man, I wish there was a UFC Adams weight division, because that'd be perfect for Lookboonmee at like 5'1" with a 61.5-inch reach. I mean, Thainara's gonna, I wouldn't say dwarf her, not in height, but the reach. Oh my god, there's such a significant reach disadvantage. At 67-inch reach and 5'4" respectively. That is a huge discrepancy in reach and height for Lookboonmee. Now, granted, she's fought taller and rangier girls. She fought Bruna Brazil and won, but that fight felt more like a sparring match than an actual fight, at least from the intensity those two were bringing. And the odds, first looking at them, I was kind of surprised because Lookboonmee is running a pretty good win streak, silent win streak, really, for the strawweight division, and she is ranked in the top 15. But Thainara is coming in at about a minus 250. In general, she's a 2-1 favorite over the plus 190 Lookboonmee. I suppose I was just shocked because I kind of have a little more respect for Lookboonmee than that. But Thainara being the favorite, it's not too shocking, I suppose. She seems to be a very plausible, good prospect to back up in this strawweight division. And Lord knows these women divisions need some very exciting prospects to put some promotional baggage or backroom around for. And Thainara's possibly that. She seems like a very exciting fighter. She's just so happy to be in there and possibly very marketable. Now she just got to get through this test of Lookboonmee. Honestly, when I first saw this fight, I thought I was pretty confident in picking Lookboonmee. I thought she had a lot of UFC experience. Even though she's always at like a height and reach disadvantage, she always seems to be able to not let that deter her. She always seemingly wins these matchups, even when the odds seem against her. Mostly it's her poise, composure, and technique, plus overall how she's well-rounded her game out. But I just think, man, Thainara is such a beastly grappler that it's going to be so much trouble for Lookboonmee once this is the ground. While this is on the feet, I think this is her world, and I think she can win a slow-paced kickboxing match. But I just think Thainara is a little too explosive, and I just think the height and reach are just going to be too much, especially for the grappling department. Striking, like I said, I'm not too. While it's on the feet, I think Lookboonmee will win most of the time, but I just got to favor Thainara in terms of like the grappling, and I really think that's what's driving home why I'm picking her. So I think Alexia Thainara is going to win. Does she get a submission? I'm leaning towards more decision. Now, she, like I said, is a really good grappler, but if Lupi Godinez, who herself is vastly so good on the ground, not submitting you, then it shows you at least have really good submission defense. I think Lookboonmee has that in order to survive most of the grappling onslaught, at least to ride out to the decision. But I do think Thainara is going to win most of the grappling exchanges. I think she's going to be able to hold Lookboonmee down, and I think overall she just has a clearer path to victory than Lookboonmee, who at best probably have to keep distance, use her rangy strikes, and try and win, like I said, this a slow kickboxing fight. If she tries to clinch and grapple, I worry about it. Now, she has shown to have good fight IQ, but I just think this young prospect in Thainara is going to find a way to win. So I'm going to pick Thainara. I'm going to go for the decision here. Again, I just like her. I just think her skills are just a bit better in this matchup. But I'll say this: don't count out Lookboonmee. She's a pretty good underdog, I think. I just can't pick her for this fight. I just can't. But with that being said, that's been my official prediction for this fight. If you liked the video, comment and subscribe. Also in the comments section, let me know what you think of this new camera angle. I've been working out some different ones, as you've seen throughout my videos. So if you think this is the best one, let me know. If it needs some changing as well, I'd love to hear your thoughts. But with that being said, I've been Bo from Brutal Commentary. I thank you all for listening. Take care.